this is a dishwashing liquid, which is a base, and we are going to see if this can conduct electricity through it. So for this contraption, we have taken a battery, a switch which is on at the moment, and the dishwashing liquid, of course. We have connected the negative terminal to this end, and then we're keeping the positive end of the battery, the positive terminal of the battery, and the buzzer in the liquid to see if it conducts. Now we are using a plastic container to ensure it doesn't conduct through the metal itself. So now, as you can see, I'm inserting it in. As you can hear, there is a sound coming out, which means that it is conducting electricity. So that means that washing liquid can conduct electricity. Now I have taken some coconut water from this coconut, and now we will check its conductivity if it conducts electricity. Now I have set up the contraption, and now I shall insert the end to see whether it conducts the electricity. Now you can see it can conduct the electricity, as coconut water contains many ions, which allows the electricity to pass through. Now we have taken some hot milk, and now we will check the conductivity of milk, whether it conducts ions or conducts electricity or not. So now I have inserted both ends, and as we can see, it is inside, but it is still not conducting electricity. So that means it is a bad conductor. But sometimes we can hear a little sound, and that may be because it has some amounts of lactic acid inside, which may allow it to conduct electricity to some extent. As you can see, it happens occasionally and not all the time, which means it is a bad conductor or not that good of a conductor of electricity. The previous experiment that we did with milk might have been impaired by the coconut water that we used before that. So this time I've cleaned it very properly and wiped it, and now I've added some oil in it, sesame oil. So now we'll see if sesame oil conducts electricity. Now, as you can see, or as you can hear, there is no electricity, no sound coming from the buzzer, so that means that it is not conducting electricity, as when I join these two, it immediately starts making sound. Now I've taken some glass cleaning spray, which contains alcohol, so it's acidic, and now I'll put it inside to see if it conducts electricity. If you listen closely, you'll hear a very slight sound coming from the buzzer, which means it conducts a little electricity, but some of you might not hear it because this is in a video, so the audio quality might not be good. This time I have used shaving foam, and it got a little messy, so let me try to show you. So I'm putting it in, and it's not conducting electricity. So that means shaving foam does not conduct electricity. Now this one is alcohol free, but some of them come with alcohol. So if it has alcohol, it might conduct electricity. Otherwise, as you can see, it won't. Now I've taken some cream, like some sun cream, and now I'm going to see if it conducts electricity. Now, if you hear properly, you might hear some amount of sound, which means that it is conducting slightly. It could be because of some of the chemicals that are added inside the cream. Now we have this Goodnight Power Active Liquid Vaporizer, so like for insect protection. And now we put this liquid inside, and as you can hear, no sound coming. We can say that this does not conduct electricity. As if we join them, then they do make sound. Now I've taken this cologne or perfume and I've put it in the So this is some vinegar I took from a jar storing jalapenos, and now I'm going to see whether it conducts electricity. But since vinegar is an acid, I'm pretty sure it will conduct electricity. So now I'm putting it in. As you can hear the sound coming, it means it is conducting electricity. Quite well, actually. This is some orange juice that I've taken, which contains ascorbic and citric acid. So since it's acidic, it will most likely conduct electricity, but let's still check. I have inserted both the wires inside, and you can hear some sound coming from the buzzer. So that means it conducts electricity. So now I made a mixture of all the substances we've used in this, and now I have mixed it thoroughly, and now we'll see whether it conducts electricity or not. So now I'm putting both of these wires in. So now you can hear some sound coming, which means that it is conducting electricity. Now I feel like it could be because of the spoon. So let me take out the spoon and see if it is still conducting electricity, because the spoon might be affecting our results. So now I've removed the spoon, and now when I'm inserting them, you can see the sound is a little lower than before, which means that the spoon over here, it was actually affecting our results. And now when I've removed it, it is not making as much noise, so not as much electricity is passing through it, as it is barely audible. Thank you.